but you can slide it around like that. That's exactly what you want to do, isn't it? With a BMW like this. Hello and welcome back to another Kyle Connor YouTube channel video. Here we have the BMW 430i. This one's fitted in M Sport with all the track stuff. So it's got the dynamic handling pack, of course the M Sport pack, it's got the active diff, but it's the 430, which means it's the small engine. It's the B46 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, 255 horsepower, a bit of torque, somewhere in that 250 to 280 range, something like that. Plenty. 8-speed ZF automatic transmission, and we have ourselves IMI Motorsports Complex here for a little bit of a track test here for the 430. So what we're going to do is get it out on track, shake it down. I haven't done a lap yet, so let's go in. We'll talk about the car. You know, the 4 Series is most notably in the news for what's going on up here with this grille. Personally, I think it's growing on me. It looks pretty good in person. And yeah, so I would say not a big deal either way. It wouldn't stop me from buying one. What would stop me from buying a 4 Series is the fact that there's a 3 Series. But the 3 Series is a little bit shorter, a little bit narrower, and I believe a little bit taller. This is like, you know, your perfect sports coupe proportion. But huge. When you think about the days back where we had 3 Series coupes back in the day, this was, you know, astronomically much bigger than most other cars, what we're looking at here. Anyway, let's jump in. Start button. Have my Starbucks here. We'll take it. Why not? Oh wait, the keys are in that one. Starbucks can go in that one. All right, so let's go headlights on. Let's go sport mode. And let's see, individual. There's no Sport Plus in this one. Steering, comfort, engine, sport, transmission, sport. So we'll put everything in sport except steering for now. So then when I click sport here again and I go individual, I'll have light steering. I prefer light steering. Let's pull up our vehicle monitoring screen. So I'm going to go car, driving information. Let's see here, sport displays, and there. Here we go, into drive. We have it in sport individual. Air conditioning at a lower setting. We are going to run AC because it's a little bit toasty. And let's just get a feel for the 4 Series. Haven't been on track yet this morning, so need to take a look at track surface. Usually on the weekends they have karts out here or drifters. We'll cut that window down. Let's put that up. I love this little IMI circuit because it's just a fun, basically oversized go-kart track. We're rolling on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, which are very good tires. This surface is a bit aggressive though, so we're going to try and take it as easy as we can on the tire. Dynamic handling package comes with upgraded brakes, comes with stiffer suspension. I'm not sure in what ways and what exactly that means, but I will say definitely feeling the weight of it. Let's go foot down. We'll put the transmission into sport. Just get a little bit of heat in the brakes here. Coming into the loop. Up and over the hill. Love it. Just the best. And we're just, you know, warming everything up. You never just want to head out on track straight away and start absolutely shredding. And it's a heavy car. Wow. So you can already feel, you know, with the tires at least being a little bit cold, you can definitely tell that this thing is got some weight. Okay, well, we're getting an idea of the track. So let's just drive the way I like to drive. So we'll come to a stop here. Sport on, auto hold off, traction control off. There we go. DSC off. Thank you very much. And manual shifting. Love this 4-cylinder engine. They put it in everything from the Mini Cooper S all the way up to M235i and this car here, the 430i. The M235i is an interesting one. Here in the 4 Series, it moves this thing along. Hey, the glove box came open. This is why we do morning shakedown runs here. Lock that in. Yeah, so 4 Series is interesting because, you know, this car has been the most controversial new BMW for a long time, aside from maybe the X7, but I'd say this is more controversial because this is supposed to be the brand sports sedan. And how is it possible that they have ruined the styling on what has been a notorious BMW quality of a good-looking sports sedan for such a long time? I will say, though, cruising down the highway on the way over here, you know, just a very breezy 80+ mile an hour cruise, this thing just rocketed along. You don't feel any vibrations, no noise on the highway. Just absolutely amazing highway driving characteristics in this car. Very quiet, very well damped. Suspension, I mean, it just masks the speed. But we're not on the highway. We're on track here at IMI. And what we're here to figure out is how well does this thing handle. And the new BMWs have gotten a lot of flack for arguably becoming a little bit softer. And maybe they have been. But you cannot deny the sheer capability of this thing when you start really getting up on it. Look at that. It has the active diff, so it'll lock the diff, which is great. Engine screaming away. Braking power is there. Let's just get it in. Big power. Little drift. You know, the 35 or 40i, I should say these days, is probably much better suited for drifting. This is handling very well, though. You know, the 4 Series still's got it, which is awesome. And that's what you want. When you get it into a corner like this, you really just want to have fun. And while this does not have enough power to really slide it, it certainly has enough power to have fun, especially here in the mid-range. And just wanted to take a quick break from the track to join me here on one of my favorite mountain roads. This is where we normally test cars on this channel. So let's see how it is on a back road. This is a tight road. It's a relatively big car. We really need a big wide open track for this thing, but then you would probably want the 440. Certainly has no problem actually hauling itself up this road, does it not? This engine is a gem. A real gem of an engine. They did a great job. Moving from the N20 back in 2012, did it launch? Up here to the B series engines. Same displacement, 2-liter, but just much more refined. That N20 always had a very diesel-like quality to it. And coming up through a great section of road through here, I spotted a car just ahead, so I'll give him a little bit of space. There we go. And yeah, well, I guess not much here to do because there's a lot of traffic up here today, but just wanted to show you at least, yes, this is still fun on a back road, really enjoying it. Great steering. The steering might be a little bit too quick in the real world for me, but up here when you're driving it either on track or on a back road, it's actually totally perfect. And I just wish the steering wheel wasn't as thick. Transmission, very quick to respond. Turbo, almost no lag. xDrive system, really pulling me out of corners. Again, like we saw in track, little tiny angles coming out, but no big drifty drift stuff. And that's perfect for what you want on the street. On the street, this car is truly a weapon, and it's very hard for stuff to keep up with it. Back to the track. I will say it is quiet though. But you can slide it around like that. And that's exactly what you want to do, isn't it? With a BMW like this. And you can just get right up on it. I know I'm not taking a fast line, I'm taking a silly line just to try and slide it. But when you drive it quickly, that's where this car rewards you. Really like the spec on this car. Dynamic handling pack. Man, does it get into a corner. Turn-in is good. Feels a little soft. Steering is not as connected as I would like. Coming up over the hill, best part of this track for sure. Really just hammers along. And when you just start pushing it through some of these corners, it's really, really good. And I think what we've learned here is the 4 Series is a blast. You know, definitely still is much better on the road for like a fast street drive, but not bad for what arguably is quite a large sports coupe. That's become soft notably over the years. Can you take it out on track and still have fun? Well, yes, absolutely you can. The problem becomes, is it better than the 2 Series? And the answer is no. It's still heavy. It's still going to eat through tires. It's still going to eat through brakes. You know, just as a little morning warm-up, you can already tell we got a little bit of heat in that tire in the rear. It's heavy, and this is what happens when you have sticky tire, coarse surface, heavy car. But yeah, I gotta say, while I'm not blown away with the on-track handling or dynamics, this certainly is suited well. The tire for the car, the braking system seems to be good, although we're not doing high speed and then bringing it down. Just probably too big of a car for this track. It really needs to run to work, but fun. Certainly wouldn't mind a 440i with a little bit more power, but for the enthusiast spec, for those who just like a 4-cylinder, or for those who don't want to spend the money on the 440, you can't go wrong here with the B46 engine here. 255 horsepower is more than enough to enjoy yourself out on track. Thanks for watching another video here on this channel. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.